This is amazing.
So what's a black sheep, then?
It's grown in 12 months. It's a byproduct. Feel it?
No.
People have used wool to make clothing for thousands of years. It's known for its durability and insulating properties. But some think it should be confined to the history books. But why? Animal rights organisations such as PETA say the wool industry is cruel because sheep have been bred through the centuries to grow unnatural and unhealthy amounts of wool. They also say the drive for profit means the shearing process is often rushed and harmful to the sheep.
Unlike the stories we're told about sheep needing to be sheared and the fact that wool comes from a cruelty-free industry, wool comes from a place of extreme cruelty and horrific abuse.
In February 2019, the online clothing retailer Boohoo banned the woolly stuff. Well, for 24 hours. One North Wales farmer hit back with this video on Twitter.
If we don't shear these sheep, the majority of them would die. PETA, in a way, you're celebrating that we really shouldn't be shearing these sheep and maybe let them be eaten alive slowly by maggots.
As a former sheep farmer myself, I know that here in the UK, wool isn't as profitable as it once was. So I want to find out why Gareth feels so passionately about defending the industry.
Talk to us about this landscape. It's like you say, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful for a reason, you know, because it's managed by these small, white, furry things, which are called sheep. Not only do they produce us meat, but they produce wool as well. I want people to understand that this is a fantastic product and a byproduct. No sheep will be killed to get that wool off.
It's just another day on the farm. The animals have been fed, the sheepdogs are raring to go. And an ethical vegan, fundamentally opposed to the farming of animals, has come to the farm to meet Gareth.
I believe that humans and animals have the same rights. Just because we are brought up to believe that a sheep should be treated this way doesn't mean that it should be treated this way.
It goes beyond eating animals to not using any byproducts as well.
Oh, absolutely. It's exactly the same thing. I don't wear leather, I don't wear silk, I don't eat honey, you know, I don't wear wool.
Nearby, Gareth is preparing to shear a sheep.
How long will it take to do?
Just over a minute. Really good shearers will do them under a minute. It all depends on the sheep. We need to be quite careful when we're shearing this part. You never try to harm the sheep. You're keeping it at the least stress as possible. I don't think any farmer would leave a shearer come onto their farm and disrespect their sheep. 99.9% of these shearers are bang on. She's been done. Hey.
I had planned a sit-down debate between Gareth and Kirsch, but they didn't need any encouragement to make their feelings known.
So, not a cut, not a nick.
No, but I suppose the issue would be that sometimes it's very, very cold in the night. We were really caring about sheep on the very cold days, which I know you'd laugh at, but on the very cold days when it gets to minus, you wouldn't have a poor thing like that who's
But you
naked.
wouldn't shear them in the winter, would you? It will not go down to my... It does not. This is the summer months when we shear the sheep. I've never seen a sheep shivering in the field. It is a natural process, and that's what we are doing.
It's not natural. If it was natural, they would shed it themselves. We bred them purely for their wool, so it's not a natural process.
Of course, it's natural to the sheep now, isn't it? This product, this is amazing. Okay,
Right, so what's a black sheep, then?
It's grown in 12 months. Okay,
Yes.
every 12 months is sheep. It's a byproduct. Feel
Yes.
it.
No.
Feel it.
I don't want to.
Feel it.
No, I don't want to.
It's amazing.
My absolute bottom line issue is that we should not be using animals. We just shouldn't be using animals. We shouldn't put them through the fear of sending them off in big trucks to abattoirs so they can see, you know, their family members being killed in front of them.
I won't disagree with it because that's your ethical standpoint.
if Gareth isn't going to farm them, what do we do with them? Because they could live 10, 12, 15 years.
We would continue to raise these sheep and just allow them to die naturally.
You'd like to see people not wearing wool. Talk to us about some of the alternatives.
Just continue to wear what they're wearing at the moment. You've got bamboo, you've got cotton, plastic products, which there are issues with that. We're aware of that now. There are things you can do. You can put your clothing into a bag, a net, and it captures those microfibres. That's really important. We don't want to be polluting the environment.
You don't make any money from it. It costs you more than what you sell it for.
Yes.
You could avoid two things, potentially. The financial lack of income and not having to shear them by having a breed that doesn't require shearing.
The breed that we farm, especially on the uplands, are bred for a reason. They've been bred here for hundreds of years. The wool will keep them warm and keep the rain off. You know, if we took another breed onto that mountain, it wouldn't survive. The sheep's health is the most important thing in this discussion.
Doesn't the animal have a horrendous death in the end anyway?
Why do you say that?
Well, do they not get killed? So that
You asking me a question if they do not get killed?
they do get killed eventually, don't they?
Do you think that is horrendous?
Yes, of course it is.
So how would you want them to die?
To live their natural life.
Gareth and Kirsch may never see eye to eye on this subject. Although they both care for the environment, they have vastly differing visions of how it should look, and on how we should look. But biggest of all, the role of animals in society. There is though maybe one thing they can agree on. Kirsch has brought a treat. A vegan cake? How is it?
Nice. Really nice.